Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you how to pass through a physical disk to your Proxmox VM. So this is useful if you want to migrate over to the new way using Proxmox, both Windows, macOS and Linux. You can literally do everything. Basically it's just like the virtualized real PC. So I've got a Windows 11 virtual machine here that we're going to boot up. Just so I can show you that there's no disks actually installed or anything like that. So let it boot up, and basically what we're going to do is use literally one command. I don't know why it's got a blue screen there, but yeah, we're going to use one command to get it up and running. It's pretty simple. Once you know your disk ID, which we'll walk through very soon, but you can see we're loading in now. I'm unsure why it got a blue screen, to be fair, but hopefully now we're on the desktop soon. So I've got this running on an NVMe disk, this Windows VM, but obviously we're gonna have to insert our other SATA SSD that I've got plugged in through a USB caddy. So you can see if we go to File Explorer, all we have is the DVD drives and the 120GB NVMe virtual disk, which you can see in Task Manager. So there's a few commands, again, if you go on the link in the description. So you can see just the C drive. So if I power down this virtual machine, all we're going to do is actually go to the link in the description. You should get a page just like this. Toz gratefully put it together, which you can visit his website for this guide as well, which is at the bottom of this page, like so. So we're going to copy the first command and paste it into our Proxmox shell. So we've got PVE shell, paste it in, press enter, you'll get an array of things. So you want to obviously find the one that's your disk. To do this, I usually look at this part. So I know that the Elite Pro Dual is my RAID, my actual RAID box. Again, if you don't know what your disk is, again, pick and choose. But I know that mine is ATA SATA 3 120GB SSD. So all you're going to do is copy from the end to the dev disk by ID, so all the way at the end, just before the arrows. Open up something like text edit and then paste it in like so. So if we go back to the guide, you'll get a command like this. So qm set vmid, mine's vmid 102, which you can find here at the side. SCSI1 if you're on Windows. If you're on macOS, virtio 1, you can see it says here, Toz put it in the guide. And then you want to just paste the dev disk by ID. If you've done that, and that's all you need to do really. So if we go back to PVE, paste the command in the shell, it'll say update VM. If we go now to the virtual machine, go to hardware, you can see on SCSI1 it's there. Then all we can do is just load up the console. So we're going to boot the VM, and then it should be as easy. So what I've done with this disk is plugged it in my PC and named it new volume, so we'll see if it shows up. So you can see we're almost into the Windows desktop. Sometimes for the first time on Windows it does freeze, so you just reset the VM. Just for the first time, it shouldn't do it very often. But again, I'm going to make another video whenever I get time on converting the physical disk into a virtual one, just because you don't get advantages like snapshotting and backups on physical disks. If we go to Task Manager now, you can see it's there. It says HDD, but that's because we've not changed anything. If we go to the File Explorer, you can see there's a volume that says new volume, and then that's ready to use. Hopefully that explains everything. If it did, obviously please do leave a like on this video and consider subscribing, as it's not costing you anything. It's literally free, and it really helps the channel out in growing and being more successful. Thanks ever so much for watching this video. Goodbye.